Hello, hello, welcome back. And today we're talking about how affirmations actually work and change your life because that is something that is so hard to understand. How does saying words change things about me and how I look and present myself to the world and the value I provide and all of that? It's like, how are words that powerful, right? And a lot of people, or sometimes even the religious community, will be like, don't do affirmations. And and that's so funny to me because all of the religious books are full of affirmations. An affirmation is just something you say to yourself, that you affirm. Either you're affirming something positive to yourself or something negative to yourself. Either you can say, I am ugly, or you can say, I am beautiful. They're both something you're affirming to yourself. And both of them probably are not true, right? Some people like to explain that everything is a lie. Anything you tell yourself is a lie. It's just what is the lie that benefits you more. And I don't really like how that is put because I believe that there is truth. But I can see how that really does help because if you're thinking like you are what is that word? When you're lying to yourself by saying, I am beautiful, when you're like, no, I'm not. Sometimes that mindset can help because you're like, okay, well, everything's a lie anyway, so this lie might actually help me get somewhere. So that's one way of looking at it. But let's talk about how affirmations actually work and how they actually change your life. And my life is a complete testimony to that fact, so we'll get into that. But first, my name is Amanda, and here we talk everything about femininity and becoming the best version of ourselves, becoming our own dream girl so we can live our own dream life. Because why else were we put here on this earth, right? So if you're all about, all of that, we talk about everything here because we want to have a very well-rounded lifestyle, have our finances in order, have our health in order, our relationships to be the absolute best in the world, and absolutely everything. Well, then here's your community. Definitely subscribe, and yeah, I'd love to meet you and chat with you and everything. So drop a comment below. So let's get into this topic. So I know a lot of sometimes the religious community will be like, no, affirmations are not good. And I think that is so funny because all of religion is affirmations. I mean, when you're talking about the names of God or how God is towards you, that is an affirmation. And there is nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's good to affirm them and repeat those promises to yourself. In fact, we're supposed to. But the thing is most of us, we have negative things going around in our mind, right? We're talking about how bad everything is, how our life is not working out, how our relationship is terrible, how we can't get anybody to like us. We're always having these negative things in our mind, right? So we're already doing affirmations. Everyone is doing affirmations. It's just, let's pick ones that will make your life better and that is the truth and that God wants you to say, okay? So let's put it that way. If I look down, it's because I have my notes down here. But yes, do affirmations. I used to do them, I still do them, but, and how I'm going to say this, I used to do them, but now people say them back to me. And it is the most interesting thing ever. I mean, you will probably think that, okay, this person, or maybe say, okay, this could be a lie, but I'm just going to say like, okay, let's say somebody thinks I'm beautiful. And like, say this girl is like, how are you like this beautiful? And I would say, it's not that I've always been this way, all right? I used to say the most terrible things to myself and not have any self-confidence, and I would be too shy to even get a picture taken of me for a family photo or just going somewhere. Like, I was really, really, really bad. So, and I also don't think I was that beautiful back then. It's because I started telling myself the affirmations that changed how I look and presented myself and everything. And that is how I am who I am today. So I know that can kind of be a little confusing, but it's because I just was delusional and said these affirmations to myself. That is what made me beautiful. It changed me. Let's put it that way. And it is really, really mind-blowing, but this stuff actually works, okay? Like another thing, like say with finances, with how much I do investing and crypto and, all of these amazing ways of doing passive income and just having your regular finances in order. Someone could be like, oh, well, of course it's easy to say that of course it's easy for her to be like, yes, I'm wealthy and I'm, financially stable and all of these things, because she is. But no, what if I told myself these things and affirmed them and started believing them, and then that is what made me financially stable and financially savvy and all of these things. Okay, it's the belief and the saying it to yourself. First saying it to yourself and then believing it, that makes it come true. Because once you have that identity, then you start acting like it. If you believe that you are good with money and you are an investor and all of these things, if you have that strong belief in yourself, which you only get by telling yourself enough times so then you believe it, once you have that identity, then you start acting it. Then you start allocating your money like an investor would. You start saving your money like an investor would. You start exponentializing your money like an investor would. Okay? That's why this is so amazing, because if you're telling yourself that I never have enough money, I barely make enough money, paycheck to paycheck, if you're telling yourself all those things, then that's your identity and that's why you're acting the way you are. So that's where affirmations help you change your identity so you can become a whole new person. And that's the other funny thing, is the affirmations I would say to myself, other people or men will say them to me now. And they have no idea what affirmations I've been telling to myself. And they could never possibly know. And yet they're saying like almost those exact lines back to me. And that is one of the most amazing things about the universe. It is the fact that we are all connected, and what is in your mind affects the universe. Like, it is just that powerful. It affects those around you and changes how they act towards you and what they're going to tell you, even though all of that has just been in your mind. It is the craziest thing ever, and I still do not understand it, but I love it. It is so cool. But yeah, apply that to your life. And if it works on one area of your life, then you know that it can work on another area. Like for me, it has worked on, like, say, looks and my fitness. And I always wanted to be a model when I was younger. But then because of certain values I have in my life, I can't be like that in front of other people. So I was like, you know what? I can still have that body and everything, but just for myself. Sorry about the ring light. I don't know how to get it to stop turning green. I didn't even know it turned green before today. But yeah, once you figure out that, okay, if I say these things to myself, what do I want to be in this area of my life? And okay, let me start that over. Say you have one area of life that you have down, whether it's your fitness or your relationships or your finances, and you're like, okay, I have this down, and that's because I believe I am financially savvy, and that's why I act financially savvy, or whatever it is. Or I believe that I'm beautiful, and therefore I am beautiful, and other people affirm that also. If there's another area of your life where things are not working out so well, then you know that, okay, I've made this work in these two other areas of my life. Let me apply what I did to make those two things come true in my life. Let me use those same principles and apply it here. So like there are some areas of my life that I'm still manifesting. So I'm just like, okay, let me do the same exact thing I've done for those other areas of life I have down pat and use it for this new one. So write down the affirmations and everything that you want in that new area of life, the identity that you want to have. all the things that you want to achieve and embody and have. Write all those things down and then say those affirmations to yourself and then watch what happens. Before you know it, you're going to have that area of life down pat too. Okay, because affirmations work. Say them to yourself all the time. Like, have them running in the background of your mind. Like, instead of the negative ones, like, who does she think she is, and how can she be doing this, and you're actually not that beautiful, and all these things. Instead, have that, take that record out of the record player, put a new record player in that's just constantly saying something different. Like, in the back of your mind, always be saying, like, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am cherished, I am adored, I have the best relationships on the planet, I know the best people in the planet, people love me, I love people, like whatever. I'm just saying random ones, but whatever means something to you, say those. And the thing is, it's not just in the saying that makes things happen, it's you feeling it as if it is true. So like, feel your heart expanding and just feeling like what you would feel if that was true. Okay, that is where the magic is at. So if you want to go deeper into this, I have a free play sheet down below that is absolutely amazing, which is all the affirmations that I used to go from being super insecure and a terrified child of everything and always worried and anxious and no self-confidence, like all the things. I have the whole thing in there, quickly, and how I completely changed to who I am today and all the things that I have accomplished and been able to do and keep on doing and growing and expanding. All of that was possible because of those affirmations I started telling myself every day. Okay, these things are so, so powerful, and I have them all listed in there for you. So check that out. It's absolutely free. And if you want to go deeper, then you can also dive into my course, Divinely Favored, which is also linked below. And that will change your whole life. It has everything you need to go from who you are now to who you want to be. And I still use all those things in that course. It is absolutely amazing. And you will keep on unlocking layers of yourself as you heal and evolve, and the sky's the limit, I promise you. So definitely check those things out and give this video a like if you liked it. I'll wait for you. Because I know I always hear YouTubers say, give this a like, and I always think they're talking to somebody else, but no, I'm talking to you. And share this video if you know of any other girls this would help. And subscribe and leave a comment below. I would love to get to know you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.